kwa chama moja. Najua kuna watu wanasema hata mlima sio chama moja, sijui nini. Hapana. Kila mwananchi awe na uhuru wa kujiunga na ile chama anataka. Wewe kama uko na chama yako, usa sera yako. Wacha mwananchi anunue hiyo sera kama anataka. Mwingine akuje na yake, auze, atuambie yeye anataka kufanya nini. Mwananchi anunue ama akatae, lakini tusiwaambie mlima chama ni hii. Kwani wewe ndio nani?
Ladies and gentlemen, as you have seen, that is a clip that has been going viral, and it's a clip of the former governor of Meru County. He is not only the former governor, he is the first governor of Meru County and one of the most loved politicians in Meru County. Apart from that, he is a former agriculture CS. Apart from that, he is the chairman of PNU party. If you remember, in the year 2007, if there was a party that had taken Mount Kenya via storm, it was the PNU party then, under the leadership of the late President Mwai Kibaki. Now, Peter Gatirao Munya, being a beacon of hope for the Mount Kenya East politics, he is now sending warnings to one Rigathi Gachagua.
Na mimi kwa hii Meru, mimi ni mwenyeji. Mama wangu mzazi ni Mumeru, alizaliwa pale Kadheri. Niye deke anake amwari. Deke anake ya? Mimi niko nyumbani. Si ndio? Na hata nilinunua shamba hapa nirudi nyumbani kwa mwari. Si ndio? Sasa nikapelekwa pale Senate wabunge wenu.
Why? Peter Munya believes that Mount Kenya East is a no-go zone for DCP party. Apart from that, Peter Munya believes that it has reached a time now that also the Kikuyu community, we all generalize the Mount Kenya region, forgetting that the Mount Kenya region does not only hold one community, which is the Kikuyu community. It has several other communities, including Meru County. It has Tharaka Nithi County. It has Embu County, the Meru people, the Tharaka people, and the Embu and Bere people. Apart from that, the Mount Kenya East also includes Isiolo County. Now, Rigathi Gachagua, before he left the country for America, he had made a tour in Meru County. That tour saw the president himself intervene to try and curb the influence that Rigathi Gachagua was soaring in Meru County. Tuko pamoja. Now, Peter Munya, for the first time that he was seen with Rigathi Gachagua, the people of Meru County believed that that was a sign for Peter Munya joining hands with Rigathi Gachagua moving forward, so that now the people of Meru County and the people of the Mount Kenya East would follow suit in trusting the opposition, which its agenda is removing President William Ruto from power come the year 2027. But things are changing. The first time Munya was seen with Rigathi Gachagua was during the homecoming event of one former Vice President, Kalonzo Musyoka, and the Wiper Party leader, when he was at his home, when he visited his home. Now allow me to analyze the situation. Why is Peter Munya's dissenting voice in the opposition means the head of Rigathi Gachagua's influence in the Mount Kenya region? Allow me to invite you into the analytics of numbers. The Kikuyu people are based in these counties that I'm going to count. Nyeri County, Nyandarua County, Murang'a County, Laikipia County, Kirinyaga County, and let's say Kiambu County. The people that live in the counties that I've mentioned, Kiambu and Nakuru County, are the only counties that surpasses Meru County with the number of registered registered voters. Which means Meru currently under the 2022 the 2022 IEBC registrars data, Meru County had an amount of about 900,000 votes. That was only, according to IEBC, that was only about 60% of the of the people that have acquired identification cards in Meru County that actually acquired the voters card and voted in the year 2022. Which means the other 40%, let's say even 20% of the people, or 30%, are supposed to vote in the year 2027. Now, if 90% of the people of Meru County are to register as voters in the year 2027, Meru will be having about 1.5 million votes. Are we together until there? Now, when you do these mathematics, the scramble of Meru and the Mount Kenya East will determine who will become the president of the nation come the year 2027. Peter Munya has stayed away from the national politics, from involving himself with attacking the president and diminishing the president. He was at a time offered a job by President William Ruto to serve under his administration back last year 2024, when William Ruto and Uhuru Kenyatta sat down for a discussion and they decided that Ruto will take some of Uhuru's people into his government. When Munya was approached, he turned that offer down. Apart from that, when President William Ruto was visiting Meru County during his Mount Kenya tour, he spoke that he was to give these two people a position in his government, Peter Munya and the former CS of Agriculture also, Mithika Linturi. But Peter Munya denied that. He turned down that chance. He said that he doesn't want any job. His concentration is on acquiring his re-election as the governor of Meru County come the year 2027. But one thing that you should know, the influence that Munya has in Meru County, Embu County, and Tharaka Nithi County surpasses the influence that one Professor Abraham Kedora Kindiki has on those people, because they view Munya as the beacon of hope of that region when it comes to national politics. Are we together? Now, another thing I should remind you, where the differences between Munya and Gashagua coming in, and why Rigathi Gachagua and Peter Munya won't be sailing on the same boat from now onwards, is because Rigathi Gachagua has the former Meru senator and the former agriculture CS, Mithika Linturi, as an official and as a leader in the DCP party. Remember, Mithika Linturi is also high the gubernatorial seat of Meru come the year 2027. And Peter Munya is eyeing the same seat. So how will they coexist in a same coalition where they both are vying for the same seat, yet these two are giants in the politics of the Mount Kenya East region? They cannot be in the same space. So what has happened? And why has Peter Munya come out of the shadows to speak right now? Allow me to tell you, when President Uhuru Kenyatta recently visited William Ruto in the State House, Nairobi, they held a conversation. And in that conversation and the meeting that they held, some factors were put on the table. How to destabilize Rigathi Gachagua in the Mount Kenya region. Are we together? And one factor, key factor, is to ensure that Rigathi Gachagua does not get the grip of the whole, it doesn't hold captive the Mount Kenya East bloc. And that is where the card of Peter Munya was thrown in. And he has started playing the card. Are we together? Now, losing Mount Kenya East and losing Kiambu, as currently you have seen the leaders of Kiambu County saying that they are pulling themselves out of Mount Kenya region to stand alone as a region, Rigathi Gachagua is left with a very small region. This region can only amount to about 2 million votes. Are we together? With these 2 million votes or 1.5 million votes, Rigathi Gachagua won't have the higher voice when it comes to the negotiating table in the opposition for the flag bearer of the opposition come the year 2027. So if he doesn't have that, then Gachagua can settle for less. He can settle for a second position or a third position in the in the united opposition coalition. Tuko pamoja. Now when you look at that, the person that will rise above Gachagua is none other than Kalonzo Musyoka and Fred Matiang'i. So out of the two, there will lie a flag bearer. Now if that flag bearer is there, and the Mount Kenya East bloc is now directed, and I tell you, even the voice of Peter Munya is revealing that he won't be in opposition come the year 2027. Peter Munya will join his brother, Kithure Kindiki, in 2027. And once he joins him, then the Mount Kenya East bloc, who are the people of Embu, Meru and Tharaka, who have for the longest time remained behind the Kikuyus, in support of the Kikuyus, saying that we are brothers and sisters. Now they will have a voice to say that now this time round, it's upon you also to back one of us. And that will secure a position for Kithure Kindiki as the running mate of President William Ruto come the year 2027. I dare say that these politics are going to change before the year 2027, because Raila Amolo Odinga is also eyeing the DP. He wants an ODM candidate to be the deputy presidential candidate. But what will happen if Peter Munya and Kiraito Muronge joins hands as they are now speaking the same voice? They will join Kithure Kindiki. Once they join Kithure Kindiki, they will rally the people of the Mount Kenya East to support Kithure Kindiki and to vote for the government of President William Ruto. And here, the dynamics will speak in volumes. Rigathi Gachagua will remain behind. Even the opposition, if the Mount Kenya East bloc is off the table, then other leaders from the opposition will also they will start experiencing the cold of remaining in opposition. People like Kalonzo Musyoka, who have been offered positions in the government of President William Ruto. People like Matiang'i, they will decide to join the William Ruto's bandwagon. That is how politics is played. And the key factor that will destabilize all the politics of the opposition is none other than Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. People like Peter Munya, it's Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta that has built them to national politics. Because Peter Munya was picked by Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta when he lost his position as the governor of Meru County, and President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta made him the agriculture CS. Wadau, mchezo ndio huo, karata ndio hiyo, na siasa ndio zaanza. Make sure una subscribe hapa ndani ya The Kenyan Daily Report. Niambie maoni yako ni yapi haswa kuhusiana na the Mount Kenya East kuanza kumuunga mkono Kithure Kindiki na kujiunga na serikali ya William Ruto.